This is my Starcraft boat trailer. I fish 99.9% alone, so I have this trailer rigged to where it's very easy for me to launch and load by myself. And I have all this gear coming for the C-Dory. I added this, don't know how much that'll help me, but put that on right now. It's a roll-up drive-on trailer, so it should self-guide itself, but that might help a little bit. Cheap. We got the Drotto in. Kind of mentioned before, showed you how it works, but and the way you order these is you measure your existing roller between here. Then we're going to mount that right on there, and it automatically grabs the bow eye, so you don't need two people or hope that your boat stays up. And this is a roller trailer, but this is detrimental to me because I do boat alone, so it's very helpful. We'll get this mounted up. Typically I have to loosen the winch arm to get this located, but this boat being on rollers might have to just barely move it a little bit. So we'll get going on that. I've got the bow roller loose, chains are unhooked, and like I said, this one moves enough to where I can get it off. Hopefully I can get the new one mounted on there. So what we need is to get one of these holes, depending on the angle, it's probably going to be this first one, in where the bow roller was. So in order to do that, we will have to adjust the height of the winch arm right here. Get this up, and it'll have to come up, of course. This needs to go down about 2 inches, and this up an inch, about what it looks like. If you're looking at it from this angle right there, this needs to capture the bow eye. I'm going to mark where this is in case we get into trouble for some reason. We shouldn't. And I'm going to go ahead and loosen these up. That way I can move it to where it needs to be. Okay, I've got it loose. Let's kind of try to get it out of the way there. It sits on itself. And I believe we're going to be all right. So, as I was saying, this is going to go down. And as you're pulling the boat up, you'll hit it and it snaps. Automatically locks in place. Right there. There'll be a release arm on it too as we get going. So I might have to move this winch arm a little bit further back. I'm having to loosen up one of these arms. I'm going to pull this out, loosen that so this will swivel down and give me some room to get in, because I'm out of room on my winch connection and that. And I also had to notice my bow eye was loose, so I definitely checked that. I had to tighten that. On the C-Dory, it's a 3/4 inch wrench. But that's where we're at right now. So it looks like on these C-Dories, this is my third hitch I've done like this. and they usually lock right in, but it's gonna sit up and we want it in one of these holes. And the C-Dory had this roller extension on there to have it fit properly. So what looks like what I'm gonna have to do is I took this off and mounted it upside down. Instead of these two holes being this one and facing down, it faces up now, and it should line up with our new roller. I'm going to do the other side and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, it looks like we're about to hit a home run here with these brackets flipped. They're snugged up each side. I flipped this side. That's snugged up. It is latched on the bow right now. As you can see, that keeper right there is closed. We'll put the release mechanism on this side or the other side, and to show that it fits really nice and there's no binding, there's the keeper pin that goes through. Pretty happy so far. Get it buttoned up and get the handle on it, but I didn't have to do any fabricating. Had to do a little thinking about it, and it does fit. Easy loader trailer on the C-Dory 22. I don't know how much that matters with the, and this year's the 2000. So anyhow, let me get the release mechanism. Don't forget to tighten up the rollers. If you have to make any final adjustments up and down on that, you just do it from here. But we're sitting real nice. Like I said, let me get these snugged up and we'll get the release on there. Okay, so there's the finished product. Have the release handle right here. So you access that from down here, or what I do is climb across the bow, and when I'm ready to launch, you pull back on that. It opens up the eye and you launch off. As you can see, there's plenty of room for the safety chain and the winch on top of where you have that kept. So when you get down into the water and you're ready to launch, only when you're ready to launch, at least with the roller trailer, of course you undo that, get your trailer where you want it positioned in the water, come up here and pull that handle and you're on your way. Got my visual aid set up. I am getting old, and like I said, I boat alone, so every little bit I can see the bow with the from the captain's chair. Last thing I have is a set of steps that go up from here to the bow. That way I don't have to get wet. I back the boat up as far as I need it, climb up the steps, and get on my way. I'm not great at making these videos. The only reason I make these videos is people ask me how I did some of this stuff, and the only way to move this large of content is by YouTube or something else. So I do the best I can, and hopefully this helps somebody out. Like I said, this was just a matter of flipping these brackets and using the top hole on the Drotto, and it's ready.